of boxing.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of action in the welterweight division. At this point in time, we'd like to welcome to the ring from Romania, Robert Cristea.
Here's Robert Cristea, and he's up against it, Glenn, as he comes in with a record of 1-8. He only has 1 knockout. Hails from Romania, and he's in tough tonight against Oktay Urkal.
Well, they certainly put him in to test him. You know, he's a boxer, obviously. That's why he don't have any knockouts. You know, he only have that 1 knockout. So he should be an interesting fight. We'll see what he have to show us.
Cristea from Romania, the 1 knockout, weighed in at 146 pounds for this one. And he's facing a tough customer, Oktay Urkal, who's had a lot of experience, 37-3 with 11 knockouts.
37-3, and you know that shows the experience. He's been around the block a few times, and he's certainly going to show this guy. We don't have much power to scare him a lot, so you know it should be an interesting fight.
Making his way into the ring, Oktay Urkal.
And there you get a look at the favorite in tonight's first fight. Oktay Urkal, who hails from Berlin, Germany. Impressive resume, 37-3, 11 knockouts. Emblematic of the idea that maybe he's not the biggest puncher either as he takes on Cristea tonight.
Yeah, he's not a big puncher himself, but he's taking a safe fight. You know, this guy that he's fighting have 9 fights, and he lose 8 of them and only have 1 knockout with 1 win. So the guy he beat, he knocked the guy out.
You have to wonder if he's just trying to stay busy by taking this fight.
Definitely, you know, he's trying to stay in the public eye. And, you know, he's doing the safe thing. You know, he's trying to let the people think about him. And, you know, same thing I would do in that position.
Body language, at all meaningful. As you look at Cristea, he looks a little nervous. And there's Urkal, appears to be confident and ready to go. Steve Corbo, the ring announcer. They'll get together in the center of the ring for the instructions. Daniel Vanderweel is the referee.
I want a clean fight, obey my commands at all time and protect yourself at all time. Give the best you can. Shake hands.
Get a look at the tail of the tape. Urkal comes in at the age of 36, so he's been around for a while. Robert Cristea perhaps going to get a little bit of schooling in there, Glenn. Just 25 years old.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you look at the guy record, you can see that he's just in there as another opponent, but good luck to him.
Here we go, round number 1, scheduled for 8 rounds in the welterweight division. Urkal in the red trunks with the white trim, and Cristea wearing the blue trunks with the white trim as well. I don't know if you'd expect too much of a feeling out process here. You might think that Urkal, the veteran, would just want to jump on this guy, Glenn.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like you should just go in and take control right away, so this guy feel like he don't belong in the ring with him, and the audience also realize that this guy don't belong in the ring with him, and make a statement.
Good quick left hand, a jab being established, and his right that came in with some real power, and all of a sudden you got Cristea in a little bit of trouble here in the early stages of round 1.
Yeah, certainly using his jab. He's using it as a stiff jab, and he's trying to set up the right hand behind it, but he's not using the jab often enough.
And Cristea backing up immediately at the outset of round number 1. Vanderweel warns Urkal about a backhanded punch. And finally we see some offense out of Cristea as he tries to make some kind of statement that he belongs in the ring here.
Yeah, Cristea, he's fighting a safe fight. He don't want to move his hands a lot. And you know, you have reason to, but this guy punch like he have punching power, but he doesn't have a great knockout. So let's see what happens.
Outstanding combination there by Oktay Urkal as he begins to apply more and more pressure at the midway stage of round number 1, the scheduled 8-rounder. And you can hear the thud of those body shots.
Yeah, certainly. You have good delivery in the punches. I'm surprised you don't have bigger knockouts.
Interesting. You've boxed in Europe, and the crowd applauding midway through the first round, the body combination by Urkal.
Yeah, definitely. You know, Europe, they're big fans of boxing. They support the sport a lot, and that's one thing I like about fighting there.
Cristea on the run, and that was ruled a slip by Vanderweel as we saw Urkal connect, and Cristea went down, maybe trying to find a place to land. He's getting hit with some heavy shots here in round number 1.
Yeah, it looked like he's starting to look for somewhere to lay down.
Low
that was
blow.
a low blow, yeah, I saw that.
Vanderweel gives the warning, accidental low blow. This right hand looks like it's going to find a home from Urkal.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, this guy is throwing some serious punches. I just would like to see him throw more of them, though.
2 thunderous shots as Urkal's been applying all of the steam here in round number 1. And we've seen only 1 punch thrown by Cristea of any note. He landed 1 jab, and that's been it.
Yeah, he's playing defense. You know, he's just trying to move around, see if he could keep this guy turning so he don't have so much power in his punches. If you would take some of the power off his shots, you're able to throw more and land them with better combination punches.
Cristea keeping a large distance. That distance has been bridged down from a body shot. That was a great shot right to the liver by Urkal.
6.
Good body shot
7,
there.
8.
Vanderweel administers the 8 count, and that's the end of round number 1. A very good round for Oktay Urkal. You really do have to wonder why Urkal would be in there, Glenn, with an opponent of this caliber. A guy comes in with a 1-8 record. You're assuming that it's going to be all Urkal. If you lose the fight, you don't have anything to gain, and yet you would expect that he'd take this guy out fairly quick.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, as you can see here, he's trying to throw big right hands. He's setting it up. But, you know, if you just take off some of the power of the shots, you would able to land those shots a lot better. He landed a good shot there and put him down on the canvas.
Good double left hook. He came up with a 3rd one, but by the time he threw it, Cristea was already on the canvas.
Yeah, he was already on the way down.
Getting set for round number 2. This one's scheduled for 8. Based on what we saw in round number 1, Glenn, it doesn't appear that it's likely to go the distance, but we'll see if Cristea can come up with some answers for what was a dominating Oktay Urkal in round number 1.
Yeah, certainly. Urkal definitely need to come out and establish himself with more combination and finish this fight. You're going to raise questions if you don't do it that way.
A lot of power punches by Urkal in round number 1. Didn't have the big knockout ratio, but he landed a body shot at the very end of the first round that put Cristea on the canvas for the first time in his fight.
Yeah, definitely. You know, he's closing the gap. He's moving his hands a little bit better now, which I like it. I just think he could throw more combinations.
Oh, Cristea finally retaliates. It shows us that he's alive in this one.
Yeah, finally land the left hook.
Urkal teeing off, has pretty fast hands and throws punches in combination. So you like what you're seeing from the veteran Urkal. Continues to measure Cristea and cut off the ring, doing a good job of that.
Yeah, he's throwing pushing punches. If you give a little more snap, he wouldn't get the guy to move away from him so quickly like that.
Does appear he can land at will on Cristea, who's offered minor resistance. He landed 1 jab in round number 1, and we saw that brief combination in an exchange here in the early stages of round 2. Another big right hand lands home. And Urkal continuing to put pressure, immense pressure, on Cristea in this fight.
Cristea, he's hard to fight a guy that's not punching. He's just playing the defense, and you know, he's not giving the guy anything so he could move his head and punch off of.
Rarely see anybody win a fight going backwards the entire time.
Going backwards and not throwing punches.
There have been guys that have had styles where they could fight going backwards. It's not an easy thing to do. You fought one in Antonio Tarver. It's not bad going backwards.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you know, you have some guys who move around.
Oh, big right there.
Oh, nice. But, you know, this guy is moving backwards, but he's not throwing anything. You know, he's just playing defense. Oh, there goes a nice punch over the top.
Down he goes. The uppercut earlier might have set that knockdown up.
6, 7.
Vanderweel administers the 8 count. Cristea is taking a veritable beating so far.
Yeah.
Through a round and change of this fight.
Yeah, he's fighting scared. You got to go out there and establish yourself against your opponent.
Urkal comes back with a jab. Now measuring his man, possibly sensing that he's got Cristea in deep trouble here in this fight in the second round.
Yeah, Cristea just moving around. Nice body shot.
Another right hand upstairs, and Cristea wobbles on spaghetti legs as we come near the close of round number 2.
Yeah, these guys are hard to fight. They just run around. They keep their hands up. They're not trying to land anything. They're just trying to survive. And that's those are the harder ones to fight.
Here's the bell ending round number 2. Urkal touches gloves with Cristea as if to say, sorry, old chap, but he's administering a serious beating here.
Yeah,
for 2 rounds.
He's going out there trying to establish himself and do his job.
Into the corner of Urkal. Instructions being issued in German. There's a replay of the knockdown.
It was a good shot over the top. He threw that overhand right in the ear, along the neck there. And down he goes.
That's the second time we've seen Cristea knocked down where if he'd stayed up, he probably would have been finished by the following shot.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. You know, I believe if he uses his jab and he still move, but, you know, throw punches off those movements, he have a better chance.
Round number 3, scheduled for 8. It's been a one-sided show so far for Oktay Urkal, who figured to be the dominator in this bout. Much more experienced. And you have a guy in Cristea who might want to get a copy of the classifieds if his career continues on this path.
Yeah, definitely. Now he's moving around again. The guy's trying to cut off the ring and get him in the corner so he can start throwing punches.
Measuring Cristea, comes up with a big right hand. We know that Cristea has been hurt at the end of both round number 1 and round number 2. Been on the canvas twice, once in each round. Urkal moving in, perhaps for the finishing blows, just covering up is Cristea, and he's offering no resistance whatsoever, Glenn.
Yeah, if he stay like this, he's going to go down again for a 3rd time in each round. Because, you know, he's not giving the guy anything to think about. He's not throwing a jab. He's not throwing a right hand. He's basically looking for the guy to tire it out or something.
Big right hand and a combination. 2 more shots to the body, and that could be it. Vanderweel will give the count. Cristea looking at his corner as if to say he doesn't want any more of this, and who could blame him?
Definitely. He's outclassed by far.
If Vanderweel stopped this fight, you could justify it. It's been one-sided all the way. More body shots.
More body shots.
He is punishing Cristea to the body. Urkal, good performance here.
Yeah. Well, he's certainly shown his class now against this guy.
Still measuring Cristea. Cristea backing up. Had his track shoes on in round number 2. Might have cement shoes on now as he's been hammered throughout this fight.
Yeah, and the referee staying close too. Any other big shots land here, he might just stop it.
I was thinking that the referee might advise Cristea that if he doesn't fight back, he is going to stop.
Yeah, definitely. You see him watching it very closely now.
Lopsided match, good performance by Urkal. Take nothing away from him. As you said, Glenn, he's a difficult guy to fight because he's offering you nothing.
And he's just moving around. He's not standing stationary so you could set anything up. You keep having your reset. Nice body shot again.
That could be the finishing touch, and it is. Vanderweel is going to wave this one off.
Yeah.
Deservedly so. Fine performance by Oktay Urkal. I don't know if he gained anything in particular by this victory, but Robert Cristea not offering much resistance. Game, though, by hanging in there for 3 rounds.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he beat up a guy that he should beat up, and he did it in good fashion. He knocked him down in each round. So, you know, that's not too bad, but I'm sure the people would like to see him against stronger competition.
I wonder, as we said, why he would take a matchup like this. The official announcement coming up. Steve Corbo is our ring announcer. Get another look at Urkal. That's Cristea. You have to be satisfied if you're Urkal. He did everything that he had to do in this fight.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he come out, he tried to give rounds basically by just moving around and keeping his hands up, you know, trying to be safe while you have a guy trying to pound him and take him out of here.
Surprising he doesn't have a higher knockout ratio. It looked like he had pretty thunderous power to the body and was also able to punch in combinations and take it upstairs.
Yeah. Here we go, here the decision.
Cristea z Rumunii I Oktajem Urkalem z Niemiec przez TKO w rundzie 3. Zwycięża Oktay Urkal! Germany!
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee Daniel Vanderweel calls a halt to this bout at 2 minutes and 4 seconds of the 3rd round. Your winner by way of TKO.
Coming up, our next bout of the evening, it's going to be 4 rounds.